Good morning to all of you. First of all, before I start this episode, I want to say Happy Father's Day to all of the fathers that are present, and all of the fathers and grandfathers and our ancestors of the past. Today is Father's Day. It's a very special day. For me, it's very special because 16 years ago, I lost my father. My father left on the day before Father's Day. But it's not a sad thing. We have to live on the happy memories that we have of our fathers. So today's episode is Sunday morning breakfast, remembering all of our fathers a long time ago in Guyana. So let's go. So today's special is very simple. It's Sunday morning in Guyana during the 70s. Bake with tomato sardine, Marshall sardine. So this is what we're going to do today, is bake with sardine and green tea with carnation milk. This is old time. This is long time stuff. So first, I'm going to start with the bake. Please excuse me, the sun is very hot. You know, I live in Montreal. I'm not acclimatized to the heat and the sun. So I'm gonna try to do everything in the shade. Please forgive me for this. So we have about a cup and 3/4 of flour. So I add half a tablespoon of sugar, half a tablespoon of baking powder, and then we have salt, half a teaspoon, garlic powder, half a teaspoon, and black pepper, half a teaspoon. So I'm going to mix that up. My son Sean just called me to wish me happy Father's Day. And when my mom was alive, this is what she used to make for him. But he told me, he said, not too much, because my mom, you know, Guyanese mom, when they cook a lot. So she always used to give him so much he couldn't eat it. So I told him, no son, I'm just gonna do a little bit. If you notice, I'm using the enamel cup. Who remember these cups? Please send me a message, a comment below. These are the cups. Let me tell you about these cups actually. This cup is my father's cup, was my father's cup, and this cup was my mother's cup. This is what they drink tea in. No matter how I try to convince them to use ceramic cups, they stick to their cup until they died. So after they left, I took the cups. I don't drink tea in them, but I keep them. So, I don't know how many of you remember. My thing is, when I was small, and my father would take me, like, I have two memories of it. New Amsterdam. There was the cinema by Stelling Road. The cinema burned down, I think, in the 70s. But there was a shop across the street, and they sold sardine and bread. And then the other place that I remember is Mahika Market, right when you cross the old Mahika Bridge. At that time, it was the only bridge. You cross the bridge and you make a turn to go into Cane Grove. There was the first shop on the left. They sold sardine and bread. And I don't know, maybe you can leave me a comment, some of you, if you remember this.
something about it. When you eat the sardine and bread in the shop, you go home and you try to make the same thing the same way, never tastes the same. Never tastes the same. I don't know if it's because when you're in the shop you're very hungry, but I don't know, it was always very, very delicious. I still remember that. I still remember my father saying, "Are you hungry?" I would say, "Yeah." He said, "Okay. Now we're gonna sardine and bread." Oh boy. That was a real treat for me with my father. So maybe about 39 years ago, when I was just 12 years old, I remember, and I'm sure my neighbor in Guyana, if you're watching Marcel, I'm talking about you. I remember my mother telling you that how I make roti in the afternoon. You ask her if I know how to knead flour. And my mom told you I would knead the flour and even my hands would be clean. Well, my hands are not that clean, but they're clean enough. So yes, I can still knead flour. So now, I'm just going to cover this and I'll let it rest. I'll leave it in the shade here for now. So I left the flour rest for a while and I made 6, what they call loy, to make, not 6, 9, to make 9 bake. I don't want to make too much. Now going back to the story when I was talking about when I was 39 years old. Actually no, it's 49. I forgot, I'm 61 now, not 51. Yeah. So let's start now. This looks like a good size for bake, I think. I'm going to put on the tea. What I remember about tea, it used to be the red rose tea in the big pack. And then you boil it, and then you strain it. I'm going to skip that part, please forgive me. Even though we're going down memory lane, I'm going to use the ones in the pack. So I test the oil with a little piece of flour, so I think it's ready now. As you can see, the name Dinali, it's my father's name, but he spelled it D-I-N-A-L-L-Y. Actually, I bought this stove because of that. And now there's a 4x4 from GM. That is a Denali also. Hopefully one day I'll get one. Look at this baby raised. My God, this is so nice. Not as good as Mom's bake, but it'll do. It has to do. So I finished the bake. As you can see, they came out better than I thought they would. They swell up really nice. And I'm happy with that. So now what I say, guys, we're gonna draw the tea. So normally when I make tea here, I take a kettle, I put a bag inside the cup and I throw it in and I make a cup of tea. But we're doing 70s style, Guyana. So take that, put it inside here, and we let it, like they say, drop. Now I'm gonna put the milk in the tea.
So here, you're gonna have to excuse me. I know you have to put the sugar, then the milk. I don't use sugar, so please forgive me. I don't use sugar. I shake the milk before, but I should have shaken it again. But it's okay. You guys know. Yeah, perfect. That's exactly what I'm looking for. I don't know how many of you remember this, but this is, I remember. This is what I remember. Let me see if I can do this right. My mom used to be over the window in the morning when I'm getting ready for school, and she'll cold my tea. Please put a comment if you remember this, if you what you remember about this. This, oh my God, yes. This is how mommy used to cold my tea in the morning. So that's my tea. So my bake is done. My tea is done. Now I'm going to do the sardines. Well, the can opener was not like this. It's either you use a knife or you have that that manual one. I guess the manual one worked better than these ones. Smells like the real deal. It is the real deal. Yeah. So here I have some chopped onions. And some chopped hot pepper. And then you mash it up, Guyanese style. Thank you for going down memory lane with me. This is my Sunday morning breakfast. There are other things that we used to have Sunday morning for breakfast, but I remember this one. It's sardine with bake and tea. And mommy used to cold the tea for me before because she didn't want me to burn my mouth. Wow. Happy Father's Day again. Please like and subscribe.